Well, joining us to break down what inspectors will have to look at to determine when the bridge can fully reopen is Dr. Vedas Haskari, a civil and environmental engineer from U of H. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
It's great to be here.
So what goes into determining whether a bridge is structurally sound?
Well, it's important to start from looking at the structural system and getting a sense of how the forces are flowing, and then using that to guide what you should be looking at. So here, the part of the bridge that was impacted are the pre-stressed girders of the railroad bridge. So this is an abandoned bridge, and so it's not serving any purpose other than to protect the main highway structure. But the problem is that it is connected to the highway structure at the bend caps and the pier caps. And so in this case, they're going to want to be looking at how the impact translates from that railway bridge to the highway bridge.
And there was already a proposal in place to replace this bridge, starting with construction next summer. Do you feel like this is something that they can patch up right now and wait for that major construction next year, or do you think they're going to have to just bump it up and change those plans a bit?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. That's a $1 million question. I think we're going to have to wait to see the results of the inspection. So right now, the barge had a large block of concrete that's fallen onto it, and that concrete is making contact with the piers. And to get the barge out, they have to be able to remove that block of concrete. But when that happens, the barge is going to lift up and cause some forces on the bridge. So they need to assess what kind of impact that's going to have. Also, when it made impact, those forces may have caused some sort of shifting or settlement, and that has to be assessed. And so my guess is they're going to have underwater divers there going and inspecting. The oil spill further complicates it because it makes it a little unsafe.
And when they do these inspections, what goes into the overall rating of the bridge?
So the specifications of the National Bridge Inventory have very, very detailed guidance on what you should be looking at. But still, for these kinds of complicated cases, you need a structural engineer out there that's making first principle assessments based on the physics of the structure. That's something that we've been working on at the University of Houston, where we're trying to use technology like robots and drones to collect as much data as possible quickly from after disaster scenarios like the one we've had, and use that data to get more actionable insights that can inform decision making.
And then I'm just wondering about the water as we take a look at this. Are you concerned about the oil leakage?
Absolutely. It seems like they've done a good job, covering it off from the sides. But again, it's hard to contain a spill like that. Right? They don't know how much oil was there, but it's a 30,000 gallon capacity, and so that's something that they're going to have to work hard at to clear up.
And talk about the impact, though, this oil could have.
Well, so it's not my area, but of course, I think for the marine life, that's going to be the biggest impact there, right? So that's something that the environmental engineers are going to have to look at to try to clean up.
Well, thanks so much for taking time to share your expertise with us so we better understand what's going on.
Happy to be here.
Oh, it's nice to see you. Now, we do have more information surrounding the Pelican Island Bridge on our Fox 26 News app. You can scan this QR code that's right there on your screen to download it. You can also visit our website, fox26houston.com. We always keep you up to date there as well.